All right. I did not wake up this morning thinking I was going to be discussing Aroldis Chapman here, but here we are. Here was a really weird report here from Carlos Baerga. Used to play in the big leagues, and this is on his Instagram account. He reported the Rafael Devers move. He was like the first one before anyone. So he has reported deals this offseason. So it's not like it's some random source. Now, it's not John Heyman, it's not Ken Rosenthal, it's not Jeff Passan, but Baerga did say today, and this was earlier today, Aroldis Chapman rumored to be offered a 2-year deal by the Los Angeles Dodgers and San Diego Padres. My first reaction to that is why? Why are the Padres? Why would the Padres offer a 2-year deal to Aroldis Chapman? This is not something that AJ Preller does. Give a 2-year deal to a guy that's had a recent weird history. That's not what he does. We've seen him bring in some smaller name guys. Just brought in another arm earlier today. I just did a video on that, on some minor league deals, some invites to spring training, but it's a 1-year deal. They're minor league deals. He brought in Luis Garcia last offseason, 2-year deal, but he was proven pitching for the Cardinals, right? Robert Suarez, he wasn't in any trouble, right? He was just trying to prove himself overseas. Brings him in, you know? Uh, just this is not an AJ Preller Padres type thing. And just the 2 years, just 1 year, I still don't see it for the Padres, but 2 years just doesn't make sense. Aroldis Chapman, the last we heard of this guy was at the end of this past season, October 2022, where he was ruled out of the ALDS, of the Yankees American League Division Series matchup, after he skipped a mandatory workout. He was then fined, and that ended his tenure with the Yankees. He didn't think that he had like this guaranteed spot on the roster, so he just didn't show up. Skipped the mandatory workout. Wasn't committed to the team. He wanted a roster spot, like guaranteed to him, and if it wasn't, then he didn't want to show up. That's not someone I want in the Padres bullpen, Padres organization, and we can get into obviously his past history as well. With gunshots and stuff involving his significant other, but I'm not even getting into that stuff. The Padres don't need that in their clubhouse. It's kind of like the Trevor Bauer situation. I know it's totally different stuff, but I don't need someone like that in the Padres clubhouse. I don't think Padres players need that in their clubhouse. And if you look at the Padres bullpen situation, I would label that as one of their strong suits. Like Aroldis Chapman, he probably wants a big role with an organization, right? Not like the last guy on the bullpen, last guy in the pen, right? That's not what he would be with the Padres, okay? Josh Hader, Robert Suarez, Luis Garcia, Drew Pomerantz, Adrian Morahone, Tim Hill, Jose Lopez, Chris Matt is a candidate as well. Did I say Steven Wilson yet? Like, there's a lot of arms, quality arms in this bullpen. And then you can mention Seth Lugo if he doesn't work out on the rotation, and Nick Martinez, and some other options down there, like Ray Kerr as well. Like, I'd yeah, Chapman, he was an all-star in 2021. That wasn't a long time ago, but the Padres, they don't need this in their clubhouse. And so I don't really believe this rumor here from Carlos Baerga, or all this Chapman rumored to be offered. Like, he's not saying that this happened. He's saying rumored to be offered a 2-year deal by the Dodgers and Padres. The Dodgers, maybe this is something their organization is willing to do. It feels like they need bullpen help more than the Padres do. But the Padres, I don't see why they do this. Sure, they need to add pitching, but it's starting pitching, not bullpen. And Aroldis Chapman, that does not make a lot of sense from my point of view. Now, If you wanna look at the numbers, 2021, ERA under 4. He had an ERA under 4 for the first, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, like 12, 13 years of his career. We know he's a great reliever, multi-time All-Star. He's probably one of the better relievers that we've seen. The velocity, this was before everyone was throwing over 100, but he is I mean, he's not even that old anymore. I was about to say he's like 37, but he's not. He's like 34, 35. So I understand some fans saying, "Yeah, bring in Chapman, whatever." But is he gonna be accepting a minor league deal or just an invite to spring training? I don't know. And I want someone that's committed, that wants to be with the Padres, and I want a good human being as well, and that's not really what Aroldis Chapman is right now. That's not what it seems like to me. So, if you want Aroldis Chapman, feel free, I guess, to put your thoughts in the comments, but, I would say no to this. I'm not a fan of his.